Hi Taurus, welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I'll be your Starchaeologist today. Let's start digging on this site. Am I right? This is for the month of April. General reading for you for the month of April. So if you can just take a moment while I shuffle, I am setting the intention to receive messages from Spirit right now that will align you with your highest self and your highest path. I'm looking for whatever is most important for you to hear right now, and if you have any additional intentions to add to that, please send me that energy in this shuffle right now. So I'm going to take a minute to tune in, and let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Oh boy, Taurus, we got a lot of good stuff here. Some of you have birthdays coming up at the end of the month, and I think there are some real gifts in this reading. So the situation that you're currently finding yourself in, or that you will find yourself in quite soon, is a really cool pairing of the Queen of Pentacles and Daughter of Cups. This is kind of crazy, you guys, because Queen of Pentacles, so Queen is, that's the aspect card of the Empress, and Queen is always water energy. That's Cups energy. Pentacles is earth. This is like saying water of earth. Whereas Daughter of Cups, daughter, that's the same as the page in the Rider-Waite deck, which is the earth energy of the court cards, and then Cups is water. So this is like saying earth of water, and this is water of earth. That tells me that there is something coming really full circle here and balancing out in how you ground your emotions, not only in yourself, but in, I see for many of you, another person. There is a relationship here that is blossoming, someone coming into your life, or someone that has just come into your life, or perhaps someone who's been in your life, but they're stepping up right now for you in a way that is allowing you to feel like you can root yourself in them. And that is so beautiful. It's allowing you to step into your power, and really create an abundance, particularly in your home life. Queen of Pentacles, that's the aspect card of the Empress, regarding just the physical world, our home, being a homemaker, being this domestic goddess, nurturing yourself in very physical ways. How can you mother yourself in physical ways? How do you provide for yourself in the ways of self-care, in the home that you create? And I see many of you doing that physically, but also there's just a homemaking that is happening in another human being for you right now. You are making a home in another human being right now, and that is such a gift. I think it's also, though, revealing elements of your emotional waters, your emotional life, your emotional wounds, that perhaps are not serving you on this journey as you are kind of testing out what is what are these emotional pieces that you can build a stable foundation upon, right? Because we are grounding emotion here. And you're kind of testing out these emotional pieces and finding, oh, that's a weak link. This piece of wood is not very strong. This isn't something that I should use to build this house with this new person. This also could not be another person. This could truly be yourself. I see Daughter of Cups come up a lot for people who are just incredibly empathic and beautiful and in touch with their inner artists and their most emotionally vulnerable selves. And I think that we often think of that as weakness because we tend to equate female power, like vulnerability, with weakness in this patriarchal society. But when this Daughter of Cups energy is paired with this Queen of Pentacles energy, it's like, this is your power. This emotional vulnerability, this ability to go deep in these waters is very emotionally powerful. There are elements of this that can be used to build strength, to support you. And it's not all wounds. It's not all, oh, this is something that weakens me in a future relationship or in my relationship with myself. And I think you are stepping into your power right now and seeing how your emotional life, how your emotional strength can really, really ground you. And because it's like this weird mirroring of these two cards, I think it's also vice versa. It's how your emotions ground you, but it's also how your experience of the real world, of this the manifestation before you of abundance, the things that you can touch, material wealth, your possessions that give you comfort right now, your actual home, the roof over your head, your snuggly bed, your yummy food, all of these things, these physical ways that we mother ourselves and provide for ourselves, how these things affect you emotionally. You're seeing value in these things and how they affect your emotional landscape in a very real-time way. And this is giving you real insight into understanding yourself better. And when we understand ourselves better, we become stronger. We stand taller in our own power. And that is the throne that you are assuming right now, that you have the potential to be really stepping into right now. I think, and I want to go back to this, what I mentioned about when we are swimming in emotional waters, it's not, a lot comes up. When we decide to dive deep, we see, to dive deep means seeing the shadows beneath the surface. And we can't really dive deep. We can't really become vulnerable without seeing those shadows, without swimming through the cold spots in the water. And you're swimming through a lot of cold spots right now too. That is not making this experience any less significant or making you weaker in this experience. It is only there to strengthen you. However, it is bringing into your awareness, and this is the action and advice section here, and I think obstacle really here is that this Devil card paired with the Ten of Cups, your happily ever after, your dream come true, your full rainbow is just on the other side of your negative attachments. The Devil card shows up when we are addicted to negative thinking, just negativity in general, patterns, people, thought processes that do not serve us, but that we can't seem to stop because we are comfortable in those loops. And those loops, I mean, this is the devil card because those loops are the real hell and they're the real torture. And the irony in it is that we only have to be experiencing that torture until we realize we don't have to anymore. And you don't have to. You have a choice in this. You are not a slave to patterns that don't serve you as much as you feel like you might be. You might, I'm feeling there's a lot of you that are really empathic, beautiful souls, and you're really feeling into this, your wateriness right now. Where you are, it's a combination of where you are in your life, but it also could very well be just the state of the world right now that is bringing out, that is putting you in touch with those emotional waters right now and really inviting you to dive deep. And yeah, and it's easy when you are that type, when you are in that emotional place, to face the devil and think, oh, I'm too weak for this. I don't have the strength for this. This is why I don't do this. But when you are facing the devil, if anything, that is only a sign, an affirmation that you're doing something right. Because when the devil wins is when that negativity or that pattern or that addiction is ruling you and you are not facing it at all. You are not aware of it at all. If this is in your awareness, if this is something that you are recognizing, you're winning. You're winning in this. You are doing the work that you need to be doing right now, that you are being called to do right now, to really complete that beautiful cycle of earth, water, water, earth, of grounding those emotions and of bringing those emotions. That's another way to think of grounding emotions. It's like these emotional seeds that you're planting in the earth and then seeing them blossom in real ways. What are the emotions that you want to be planting in the earth and see blossom? Because they all have the potential to grow into something. Only plant and water the ones that you want to see grow in your garden. Not the ones that are keeping you in this loop, not the weeds. This is a time to uproot the weeds because this happily ever after ending is right on the other side of this. These things are right next to each other right now. Ten of Cups, I mean, you have the potential for full emotional abundance. That is waiting for you. That is waiting to be chosen by you, to be achieved right now. And it's like a sunrise or a rainbow. The rainbow only appears after the storm. And some say the more violent the storm, the bigger the rainbow. This rainbow for you, it's waiting for you, but you have to recognize that the storm is part of the process. It's not a reflection on you doing anything wrong or somehow becoming weaker in looking at your weaknesses. Those are not, don't equate those things. Looking at what you consider to be weaknesses is a strength. The grip, the real struggle here is that the grip of the devil is very, very tight. It's relentless. And it can't loosen unless conscious change is made. That is why there needs to be conscious, deliberate effort in addressing these things and becoming aware of these things. So whether this is a relationship or it's purely just this new emotional grounding in who you really are in yourself, whatever that is leading you to this beautiful happily ever after ending. And all that's standing in your way right now is yourself. You have the full power to free yourself. You are a slave to no one. You are a slave to no one. You are a slave to nothing. You are your own liberator. And this, whatever this is not a situation that you can fix. Because Taurus, I know that you love, many of you are true nurturers, and when you set your mind on something, you are stubborn about being able to, if you say, I'm going to fix this, or this can be reformed, you will be stubbornly attached to reforming that at all costs. But there are some things that cannot be reformed. There are some things that cannot be changed. And the lesson in them is actually in letting go of those things. It's in saying, oh, I can't change this, so I'm going to remove myself from this. And we often think that, well, we are the only ingredient in our addictions and our patterns. We are the only constant. So if we remove ourselves from them, they don't exist. You can end these things by just taking yourself out of them. Another thing, though, Taurus being the famously stubborn, and there's light and dark to that stubbornness. Believe me, there's a lot to admire there too. But the dark side of it, it also could mean that you are stubborn in even addressing what is this devil card for you, addressing that something needs to be changed, and stubborn. I'm hearing stubborn in imbuing it with more power than it actually has. You can be defending the thing that is hurting you with such resolution that it would make someone else question, do you have your own back? Because this suggests that you might not have your own back. You're more attached to to being maybe just right about, oh, this is a too hard of a thing to change. You don't understand. It's too hard to change. And I want to prove that to you, that it's too hard to change, rather than proving something that would be far more impressive, which is, I can change it. Don't stand in your own way here in April, because there is a real opportunity for incredible blessings from Source. Incredible emotional abundance, creativity, fulfillment, feeling joy like you haven't felt maybe in a very long time. And something coming really full circle too with this Ten of Cups. This is the end of the Cups arc before we get to the Court cards, and it's like a wish coming true. This comes after the Nine of Cups card. There could be a dream coming true for you, and you want to be able to actually receive that dream, right? Receive that wish. So don't stand in your own way of receiving it. The best potential outcome with this, if you are really able to put this to rest, to liberate yourself, to to just let go of whatever this is and say, whatever, I'm not going to fix this, I'm moving on. If you are really, really able to do that, you will experience a mindset shift this month on a subconscious level that I think is going to revolutionize your entire life. With this ending comes, we have another Queen card, another Empress aspect card, and this is of Swords. So this is an abundance and a flowing of ideas, of new thoughts and beliefs, of decisions that you just make like this, that you become crystal clear about in your life. Sorry, oh my god, this is turning into a campfire. The sun is setting. You are stepping into, you're just really stepping into new power this month in your physical world, in how you take care of yourself, but also up here, also how you think about yourself. The Queen of Swords card is sometimes called the Widow card because it has to do with taking matters, often business matters, into your own hands and making your own way in the world, not letting someone else be the one who makes decisions for you, who defines things for you. Live by your own definitions and let the definitions of others that you've adopted in your life, let those things die. Those things could be the things that are creating these negative patterns in your life, that are creating these things that you find yourself addicted to on either a physical level or just on a purely internal level. It could be something as simple as, again, negative thinking, how you speak to yourself. These are Swords cards. So words, I think that this Devil card could largely be about thinking patterns, about the words that you speak and the power that they carry, and being in denial about the power that those things carry, because you're so much more powerful than you think you are. That's what I'm really hearing for you this month. You are so much more powerful than you think you are, Taurus. And you can use that power for good. You can use that power to become a queen and to rule the kingdom, your kingdom, create your life, or you can use that power, you can give that power to the attachments that you have chosen in your life so that they hold that your own power over you. Your own power can be used against you. And it's your choice whether you want to participate in that or not. There is, a real mental shift happening. And I see by the end of the month, if you are able to really let this, whatever is coming up for you this month, to really let it change you and shift you here, that will lead to really, really crucial fundamental shifts here that will allow you to take the throne in your own life in a way that you haven't before. You're the ruler, not this. You're the ruler. You have 2 Queens cards here, which also tells me 2 queens in a spread. There is a partnership. A partnership, I think, that might be helping you through this or inspiring you through this to do this. And it could be this partnership. It could be this person, this Daughter of Cups energy, this new person who's come into your life and kind of cracked open your emotional world in a really, really beautiful way. And is inviting those waters to flow making them a river rather than this stagnant puddle that you're trying to compartmentalize and keep separate from the more important, earthly matters in your life, this pentacles stuff. I think we often do that. And being an earth sign too, you thrive in the earthly side of things. You thrive when you're feeling grounded and stable, which means that the things that manifest in your world that do provide you very physical, tangible comfort, you value those things immensely. And it's easy to sometimes let the balance of valuing those things versus valuing the internal things and allowing those things to affect each other. Some of you, I hear, are quick to compartmentalize those things because you get so much security and comfort from just the physical sense of stability. It's easy to just separate the other things, keep it away from that, as opposed to seeing how they can inform each other and create even more abundance and security and wholeness in your life. This is really beautiful, and I think that this is a challenge to you from the universe. This is a real challenge to you, and it's only being presented to you now because the universe thinks you can handle it. The universe thinks that you have vision now, maybe that you didn't have before, that can allow you to see things for what they really are, so that you can make the changes that you need to make to align with your highest path and align with your highest self. So I wish you all the strength and love in the world as you embark on this journey in April, Taurus. I'll say it again, I just keep hearing this. You are stronger than you think. You are much, much stronger than you think. Your wells of internal strength, emotionally and mentally, will surprise you if you redirect that stubbornness, that power that you have, to having your own back. Instead of stabbing you in it. Thanks so much, Taurus. I love you and have a really happy April. You're the best.